Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick sound check with my headphones to make sure everything's going well. So just bear with me. Just checking the sound. And I can't see anything on the screen. That's weird. Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so we're just going to get loaded up. Let's see, where is it gone? It's been a while since I've done this. There it is. Boom. Alright, sound check complete. It's been a while, people. I'm so sorry about that. It's been a while, and that's on me. You know, I've just not been 100% recently. Yeah, it's just some sad news. You know, I didn't do a video yesterday, so it's not the best. You know.
Peter, I'm about to begin another test.
Sorry, my bus broke down and there were no cabs. But I'll be there as soon as I can.
Peter's such a good liar. My God. So good at lying. And so, I've got a range of topics today, so I'm gonna look for some side missions first, as I usually do, and then be really bad at them, and then we'll start talking. And if anyone wants to comment anything, got my phone, you know, here, ready to read off any comments if there's anyone in the room. Let's do this, Tim.
Miles' mom. Hello?
Mr. Parker, it's Real Morales.
Please, the name's Pete.
I want to thank you for getting Miles the job at the feast shelter.
Glad to.
Shroom looks
And
crisp.
please call me Peter. Mr. Parker is probably someone more together than me.
I should tell you, he has reservations. I finally gave him a choice. This or more therapy. He needs this. He just hates to feel like a victim or be pitied.
Gotcha. I'm the same way. I'll let Aunt May know. And I'll make sure I'm there his first day.
Thank you again. This means a lot to both of us.
Okay. It's the wrong button. You can tell it's been a while.
Looks like the bomb guy's MO. Only this time he's using a drone to seed spy cams around the city. I better round him up and take down that drone.
This is the one where I have to follow the drone. I swear I hate this one so much. Oh man, it is. So bad at these challenges. It's unreal.
There's the drone.
Gotta get through. Missed it anyways. Phenomenal work. I'm gonna miss that one too. Gonna hit this one.
Got it.
Need to get higher. Missed it. Great, I'm so bad. It's actually going terribly. Alright. Boom.
That's one high-end spy cam.
Almost. It's almost over, guys. Another news, I was looking at the Xbox releases today. I was not impressed at all.
Now I can catch the drone.
Any plans to help Spiderman?
Pow!
Could have done better.
Not bad. You've got skills.
Damn right, the skills.
Skills too.
And I thought robocalls were obnoxious. Well, I shut down his spy cams.
See if there's anything else worth doing around here. We got a couple. Ooh, a side mission. College buddies. Alright, go do that one. I think it's going to take me back here anyways. Memory serves me correctly. And then we'll get on to some main missions. Forget Taskmaster, he's annoying anyways. He's an ant in my eye.
You know what I like about you, kid? You're always getting better.
Gee, thanks, creepy stalker guy.
You can call me Taskmaster.
Because you keep leaving me tasks? That's kind of on the nose.
There's a group of mercenaries committing crimes across the city.
These mercenaries wouldn't happen to be your mercenaries, would they?
No. All I know is they're getting paid well for their work. Unless you stop them, that is.
What's in it for you?
I get to watch.
So, Taskmaster, he pays these guys. He says, if you can successfully do your job, you'll get paid. And then he gets Peter to stop him, so he doesn't have to pay them. And then he can also learn about Pete's abilities. Pure genius, this guy, you know. You can see how he runs a successful business. He definitely knows what he's doing. Getting mercenaries in on the cheap. Rate that.
Hey, wait, the real Spidey? The real guy's like 10 feet tall.
Don't know
I
you.
know,
don't.
I'm a jerk.
Spider-Man, I could really use your help. My roommate's been missing since the Halloween party.
Okay, got a name? Last known location?
His name's Carlos. I ran a facial recognition search across social media. Here, let me text you what I found.
Smart. What's your name?
Philip Chang.
Okay, Philip. I'll find Carlos. If you get info on anyone else who's missing, let me know. Okay. Looks like I need to find the location in this picture.
So,
I see
yeah.
the Statue of Liberty, so it's got to be way south of here. Not close to the university. Probably the
looks like somewhere over here.
financial district. Philip, I'm headed to where the picture was taken. How recent is it?
Yep.
You did that facial tracker on your own?
Because I'm live streaming a game. Come on, close the door, please.
If this works, you can count on me for a reference.
Oh. Need a proper studio, man. Can't be dealing with this.
Trees near water. The building's probably next to a park.
Should be this way somewhere. Okay, so the main stories of the week are the tragic passing of Michael Brooks, and I've done a video on that, a dedicated video, because I've got a lot of respect for the guy. He's definitely a guy. He was very much well worth listening to. Okay, there's the Statue of Liberty. So it's one of these like rooftop gardens or something like that. Gotta think. It's somewhere around it. It might be just up here actually. It's very possible it's just
Looks
here.
like a rooftop lounge.
Yeah.
This would be way south of ESU. Probably the financial district.
It's like here. About an hour? It's gotta be one of these. Maybe it's up there.
Next time I eat a food snack, I'm going to look at it any day.
Okay. Anyways, before
If the statue's in the shot, this has to be somewhere near the bottom of the island.
to be further down, there's no other buildings around here. I don't like doing puzzles, and you can see why. Gotta be around here somewhere. Can't be much further than this. So it's this one. Nope. It looks like it should be that one really over there. Should be one of these. Could it be near the construction zone? Oh, I shouldn't have done this. It's going to take me ages. It's going to be one of these buildings somewhere. Rooftop lounge. Oh, it could be over here.
That looks like the spot over there.
It's here. Yeah, definitely here. Don't know how I missed it. So
These students are acting like the ones at the Halloween party.
we'll talk about the tragic passing of Michael Brooks. So he was about 37. He's not that old. As much as a younger child me thought, 20s was old. Quickly learned that wasn't actually the case, and so he's very young. He died, I think, according to his sister, and according to I think Chen Kyuga, he said it was a blood clot or something like that. And so it's just really sad, to be honest, because the guy was he's very intelligent and he was funny. He was really funny as well. And the thing is with funny people, they are very endearing. Like they're very likable. And he was very likable. He got into arguments with his colleagues on the Majority Report sometimes, but that's because they're very ideologically diverse.
Fine, and then
It wasn't.
so much anger. I couldn't think straight.
It's over now. Though I'd stay off the internet for a while.
Okay, let's go see what the doc wants. Combat challenge. Oh, okay, we'll do this. This is nearby. Ooh. And so, look, here's a guy who, he had his own channel, his own radio show, his own phone-ins.
Mercenaries are about to kill a diplomat. Better hurry.
And you just have to respect the guy, man. He, he met his hero Lula da Silva. He managed to interview him. How many people can we say?
Take him down fast.
How many people can honestly say they interviewed their heroes? And the way he spoke about him as well. Even Lula liked him so much, and Rat-a-tat-tat-tat. Where you going, boy? Who's shooting lasers? It's not very fair. So you can. And no, I think everyone at the Majority Report is heartbroken over this, and you gotta feel bad for them because they've been doing this. Him and Sam Seed have been doing videos and like radio stuff for a long time, and that laugh, man, oh my god, it's so like distinct, and it just at first I didn't like it. I found it a bit annoying, and then it just grows on you, man. Like, and he's building a channel. I can't remember exactly how many subscribers he had, but he's just a very likable guy, and it was growing. You weren't ready for that, were you, fool? Or this? Oh man, that's stupid. Stupid Epic Store blocking up my screen. No, go away, Epic Store. No, this is not how you win over fans. Oh, there's no way he should have made that shot, man. That was BS. He's a guy who believed in international solidarity as well, and not some economic nationalist. A guy who believed in helping as many people as possible, and a guy who everyone speaks highly about. And especially when I tell you what, the best ones to watch are the Majority Report when libertarian callers call in, because you could hear Michael kind of howl in the background because he knows this is going to be a funny call. Especially the guy who said we could just assassinate people that are rich and have monopolies.
So close to perfection.
You're pulling your punches.
I'm fine just stopping criminals. I don't need to kill them.
Never hold back. I won't.
This guy's got issues.
So I'm just upset, and it just, I have to feel for his family members as well. Having his friends. You know, having a guy like that in your life is just, you know, a person like that in your life is just, yeah. I don't. The closest guy I have, person I know to that is. Shush now. Okay. Does that like an off now? Is probably, I would say, LS, who's funny and he's also, you know, really intelligent. You can have an intelligent conversation with him, and he's also just like, he's just a really funny guy, and you know, I couldn't imagine losing a person like that in my life. So I know, kind of, not how difficult it would be, but you know, I don't even know what I'm talking about actually. You know, I'm just rambling, but you know, we should honor Michael Brooks. You know, a guy who believed in helping others. You know, he believed in being ruthless with power structures. You know, that kind of the ability the left doesn't have to actually use the structures at play to take power. You know, the electoral systems, getting within the dominant party. So sort of with the, you know, in America the DNC, and obviously with the UK Labour Party. I'm gonna have some water quickly. And I'll tell you what, that video was him and Ben Burgess just looking at Trump's best roast. Is one of the best videos I've ever watched, because it's just phenomenal. It's just so good. It's one of the best videos I think I've ever watched, because it's just two guys having three. There's Matt as well.
Morning, Parker. Or is it evening? That doesn't matter. Check the neurosensors, would you? We need a faster response time.
On it.
Wish science was this easy in real life. I'd be great. Just making the lines equal up. I guess then everyone would be great at science. So yeah, you know, I had a lot of respect for Michael, and I just don't know what else more to say, to be honest, because he was just that guy. I guess that'd be the easiest way to describe him. You know, that guy Michael. Target is 1, so I need to go through here. Can't do that. Can't do that. Stupid. And so, you know, I think, I don't know how everyone on the majority report's dealing with it. I know they've taken a few days off, and, you know, rightly so, because they've lost more than, you know, an intellect. They've lost, you know, a friend, essentially, and that is difficult to deal with. You know, I think there'll be a point in probably most people's lives where they'll have to deal with the pain of loss, and it is one of the hardest things that you'll ever have to deal with. The pain, you know, losing a person, you know, a friend, or, you know, a relative, is just really difficult to deal with, and you know, it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, especially when they're young as well. You know, when you've got like a younger relative who, you know, passes away, it's very hard to just get your head around it, and to actually, you know, figure out, you know, like, this person's gone, like, they've been around since, you know, as long as I've been around, and I don't think we'll ever see a person, or there won't be many people. I think Jon Stewart's the closest one I can think of, where he can, you know, he can educate you, but also he can make you laugh as well. Oh, I could put that one back in. He can, you know, he can make you laugh, and he can also dunk on people. You know, Michael was so great at just going after people. It's phenomenal. Just it's upsetting to lose, you know, a guy like that, so intelligent, you know, and I just hope the people at the majority report are, you know, they're okay, and you know, it's difficult. I read it and I was like, it just didn't make sense to me, you know. I saw a picture of him with Lula, and I was like, wait, did Lula die? Because obviously Lula's quite old and he was in prison recently, so I thought that would be the thing that made the most sense in my head. But then, no, it wasn't him. It was Michael. And I was like, what? The guy's, you know, he's young.
Noise is out of whack.
He's young still, and I just
should reduce lag.
I was just so confused, and you know, it's difficult. You know, a guy who so desperately wanted, you know, Corbyn to win at the last election, and you know, I would have loved to have seen his analysis of the, you know, the Labour Party leaks as well. But you know, sadly, we're never gonna we're never going to be able to see that, to see what he thinks about these things, and that's tragic, because he was genuinely a guy you can listen to and think, oh, he's got a really good point there. Too high. They're at -2. He's got a really good point there, and it's just sad that we won't be able to hear his thoughts on these things again, and it's difficult. What do you say about him? I did see one guy on Twitter. He put up Adidas will fly a giant Adidas jacket in honor of Michael Brooks, and I tell you what, man, the man loved his Adidas.
8 milliseconds.
He loved his Adidas jackets and tracksuits, man. He's so funny, and yeah, I don't know how them, Matt, Sam, and Jamie, and the one who does the gem report. I'm sorry, I've forgotten his name. I don't know how they're going to deal with it, and obviously the other producers and stuff that they have on the show, and his Dave Rubin impressions were just so good. Oh, I think the ideas and the competition will kick in, and the marketplace of ideas. Like, my brain's still in recovery mode from all these ideas, and I do. Obviously, my impression is nowhere near as good as his, and yeah, man, it's just I don't know what else to say. All we can do is try and sort of and take some of Michael's ideals and hope that they come to fruition. I'm upset that he didn't get to see a truly left-wing politician win the presidency. Imagine had Bernie won, and Michael actually lived through to see him win an election and his inauguration, before he had passed. So much he had yet to see, I guess. But he managed to meet some of his idols. He managed to sit on a stage with Cornel West, and interview Noam Chomsky as well. Even though someone needs to get Chomsky a better microphone, please get him a decent microphone, because I could not hear a word that he was saying. But yeah, he still managed to do that, and much respect to him. Much love to Michael Brooks. A guy who is different class. Different class human being. Much respect, man. And I think I'll leave it there. I can't give as good a tribute as his friends could. So people like David Packman, Carl Kalinske, Sam Cedar, Matt, and all those people. I don't know what they do with Michael Brooks' channel. I think they're going to try and continue on, but obviously it's very difficult, seeing as it was his show. He was the the lead singer, the main act. So I don't know what more to say. We should just honour the guy, and there aren't there's something I forgot to say in the video I made, but to amend the words of Yusei Fudo, there aren't many like him. There aren't many like Michael.
I came here to work for you because of what you've got up here. It's not going anywhere.
Don't know, Pete. He's about to go insane. So besties. No, whoever the person in the chat is.
I read the most fascinating article. Outlines possible next steps for the neural interface.
I'll take a look. Thanks, Doc.
I wonder if Sony actually wrote it.
Man, I have a direct interface with the basal ganglia. Exciting. Risky. I don't know, Doc. You'll need a gallium silk array to make it work. Even then, odds of injury are pretty high.
Gallium! Genius! Never mind the risk. We'll work it out in time.
Doc's really sick. At this rate, he'll lose control of his motor functions within a year. If we're not careful, an intracranial implant could make things even worse.
Any more nerd stuff I have to do here?
Alter his personality. We need to proceed carefully. Doc, I'm sorry. My aunt just texted.
No worries, Peter. I was thinking of taking a break myself. As soon as I check our telemetry data.
Thanks. I'll be back in a few hours.
So yeah, let's move on with the stories. It's
What is this, Doc? Never seen this type of material.
Would you believe it's for welding? Provides remarkable magnetic insulation and limits cross-contamination between the neural interface and arms.
that's his super. What's he got here? Tavius Industries, groundbreaking technology, creating the world you deserve. You need to deal with our direct competitor, Oscorp. Vision statement. Huh, that's interesting. That is really, really interesting. What is that? Oh, it's like paint or something. I thought it was coffee. Just like a box of coffee. Anyways, let's crack on. Let's talk about the main stories. Before we just get more upset and just forget what I was talking about. And we've talked about this for a while. So whoever you are, second person in the chat, prepare to actually hear about the stories that I'm meant to be covering. So enjoy it. So Liz Truss has thrown her colleagues under a bus. Jeez, that suit looks fresh. I actually rate that. Say what you want about Black Cat, you can design a pretty slick suit. God, it's daytime. Alright, we'll go follow another drone and show how bad my web skills are. Boom.
Hi, May.
Let me guess, running late?
Nope, I'm actually on my way now. Have you heard from Miles?
No, but his mother said he was coming, so...
Good. I'll be there soon. Bye.
So what she's done is she's leaked a letter. She's written a letter and then she's leaked it about how she's worried. She's got concerns about the border checks and getting sued by the WTO essentially. And so her main point is that if the UK doesn't have the border checks in place, then we risk being sued by the WTO members, and it's going to threaten our reputation on the world stage, essentially. And so her point being is, she needs reassurances about when are the border checks going to be in place. And she's done this because it makes her job as Trade Secretary way more difficult if these things aren't done. Because if we're giving countries tariff-free access, why do you need a deal? If you're already giving concessions, if you're offering something for free, and there's no reason for me to trade for it, why would I give over anything? It don't make sense. So in this case, say if we wanted, if we're giving tariff-free access to the EU, and then we said to the EU, we want our goods to be tariff-free as well, the EU can be like, get lost, because you're already giving us that, because you're not doing the border checks.
Could have done better.
So it don't make sense, because if you want a deal, there's something both sides need to give up, and the UK is already giving it up because we don't have the infrastructure in place. Oh, George has just messaged. Just 1 minute, please. Sorry, I just got to reply quickly. Okay, so yeah, it's just she's thrown Gove under the bus because he's meant to be the one dealing with it. And it also means that if we can't collect tariffs, that's also going to impact us in the wallet. Say, for example, if we put a 10% tariff on, say, cars, and we don't collect those tariffs because we're not checking the products coming in, then what that means is we're losing money essentially, and we're giving the EU products an advantage in our market, which goes for free trade principles, but which goes against what the UK is trying to do, which is if we don't check, say, EU cars, for example, coming into the UK, and we have a 10% tariff on cars, then that puts us at odds with the WTO's favourable nations thing, which means that if you give one nation, favourable access to your market, say tariff-free, then you do that for all of them, unless you have a deal in place. And if anyone hasn't realised yet, we don't have a deal in place with the EU post-Brexit, so that ain't going to work. So Liz Truss covering herself here, really, because when they ask her where are all these trade deals, she's going to be like, well, I couldn't get any because you're giving tariff-free access already. You've already sold the farm, if that's how the expression actually goes. And yeah, so she's trying to protect herself basically, because she's not an ardent Brexiteer. Well, she wasn't. She changed her mind And then you know, when I think it was it Eddie Mayer, was it Ian Dale? One of those guys asked her, surely you should have a second referendum in case people have changed their mind. She's like, well, people haven't changed their minds. And he's like, but you've changed your mind. But she's like, yeah, I changed it the other way. So, I now believe in Brexit. And then you're just like, how stupid are you?
Made your last mistake, punk.
Well, that's awkward, isn't it?
Does it seriously take this many guys to rob a teenager?
No, I'm out of good weapons. Oh, you got a web on your face. Oh. All my days, this guy. Have a bin. Have a sewer cover. Manhole cover. Eat some webs. Fool. Where's the last guy at? Why are you hiding, Baron? Why are you hiding? So you can... And so she's trying to protect herself, and apparently
You're Spider-Man. You're the amazing Spider-Man. You're the spectacular Spider-Man. And a few other choice adjectives Jameson uses. Look, that was really brave. But next time, leave the fighting to the pros. Okay? Okay, but what if there aren't any around? Well, you can't just go swinging at someone twice your size. I mean, don't get me wrong. I fight guys stronger than me all the time, but when I do it, I have... Oh, like that time you fought Rhino on the Brooklyn Bridge? So awesome. Perfect example. If the other guy's bigger, you gotta be quicker. Okay? Okay, but that's easy for you to say. Sorry, I just can't do what you do. Alright, put him up. Seriously? Yeah, come on.
suit's so cool.
First thing. Don't let the adrenaline get to you. Breathe slow, breathe deep, relax. Hip square to your opponent. Let them make the first move. Now use your feet, and when they go off balance, look for an opening. Boom. That? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Only this time, just let me have it. Right on the jaw. Okay? I can do it. Oh, sorry. No. It's all good. We keep that up and you'll be fine. Alright. Lesson's over. Gotta go. Hey. Thanks. Anytime.
All right, so I think that covers the Liz Truss bit. She ain't gonna get no deals. She ain't gonna get no free trade deals. Let's put it that way. 10 fighters are lashed out at UFC broadcasters. Well, that's one for later.
Shelter should be just ahead.
So let's talk about something that is pretty grim.
Yo, Miles, what's up?
Bro, you're not gonna believe this. I just met Spider-Man.
What? That's crazy. Hey, did you show him our hacking app?
I totally forgot.
Suck. He totally would have brought it off you. Then we'd be like famous.
Yeah, I'll show him next time. I gotta go. I promised my mom I wouldn't be late.
Cool. Later.
So jokes.
Uh-oh.
Everyone has their IDs out and ready for inspection.
You're kidding me. It's gonna take forever. That drone wasn't watching. Could jump the fence.
You know anyone by the name of Martin Lee?
Wow, that was too easy. I can't believe Sable systems are unsecured. Maybe I'll send an anonymous tip.
Not sure how to get past these guys. Well, it looks like this guy wanted me to get past him.
Hey, hacking app. Don't fail me now. Maybe I could turn on that siren. Okay, let's see. I can go under the gate on the left, or over the scaffolding to the right. Scaffolding will work.
Practicing to become Spider-Man. Oh shoot. Okay.
Drones?
Well, I don't know how I'm meant to blind them. Last time I took the ground route, so I don't actually remember doing this.
Those things have mounted guns? Can't let them spot me.
Just gonna hack this one for insurance.
Nighty night. This would be so cool. It's less terrifying.
Oh shoot. Get over the wall, Miles. Oh man. I hate playing as Miles. It's so annoying. Ah. So anyways, so basically, oh no. Oh man. Damn it. To figure out a way around.
First of all, I just want to say it's an honor to be on your show.
Oh, I have an absolute mare here. So, anyways, I need to get through this, otherwise I'm going to be running late. Oh, I'm stuck down here. Great. Get rid of this guy first.
Stay alert. I think we got company.
Company. Okay.
Huh? Who's there?
Is somebody there?
Ignore me. I'm invisible.
I got nothing.
This is the thing I need to jump over.
I'm in the clear. That was tense. Oh, hey, Mom.
Hi, honey. Did you make it to the beach shelter okay?
Yeah, almost there.
Miles, you don't have to work at that shelter, you know.
You said I did.
No, I gave you a choice.
Yeah, and I chose this over more therapy. I mean, it was helpful. The guy said everyone grieves in their own way. This is more.
Okay. Sorry.
Mom,
Yeah?
just because I don't want to talk about it doesn't mean I don't love you.
Oh, please. I
No,
love you so much.
he's so sweet.
We'll get through this. Okay?
I gotta go. I'll call you on my way home.
Okay, so basically in Northampton there is a town square area, kind of. It was an old statue where you get a lot of people used to hang around there. Very dodging looking people, to be honest, and some of the guys apparently they preyed on the younger women there. Some
What can I do to help? Why don't you start
your problem.
by,
Yes.
What's your problem?
I'm just into the power bank.
What?
The power bank.
Everybody loves
Just like in here.
You say right here, like I was gonna
Can
see
you turn the
that.
light on?
Sorry?
Can you turn the light on and just go?
Don't worry about
Yeah.
Mr. Hodges.
Where are you going?
He doesn't bite
I'm just going on a walk.
much.
Can you go to the shop for me?
Woman.
Can you do
Is it
it?
everyday shop?
Can you do it?
Is it everyday shop?
Can you do it?
Is it everyday shop?
Yes.
What do you want?
Can you get me a bottle of Daily and like a chocolate bar?
Coffee? Thanks.
On the what?
Chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Make sure I got
I would
change.
pay for it, but I don't have change, and I'm not spending like £5.
It's
Don't know
just
if I've got
becomes
enough
part
change.
of
Oh man! Oh wait, I have 50p.
Proton,
There should be enough.
Fits.
I'll just buy snacks for my friend this one.
Here you go.
It's cool.
It's enough. Come on, man. What are you doing?
It's cool. I'll just pay with card and then I'll just get something from the phone.
Show me a bottle of Daily, yeah, Robinsons, and get me like £1 chocolate bar.
Yeah, text me though, otherwise I'm really well.
Or get me two £1 chocolate bars.
Do I like you that much?
Yeah.
Yeah, just text me.
Alright, cool. If the shop closes at 9 though,
Bruh!
you might as well just go now. Appreciate it.
What time is it for?
I'm not sure, but it'll probably be soon. Apologies for that. So, can you close the door properly? Pass them. Can you close the door properly?
The hero killed in the City Hall bombing, as reports emerged that he used his own body to shield others
Thank you.
in his last moments of life.
do nothing heroic except get himself blown up.
Hey, Ernie. I see you've met Miles. He's gonna be helping out around here. You may have heard of his father, Jefferson Davis.
Oh, so slick from Pete.
Pretty great that even though he's got a lot of stuff going on right now, he decided to come and volunteer. Don't you think?
Yeah. Thanks. Listen, kid, I'm sorry about your dad.
Come on, Miles. See if Aunt May needs a hand in the kitchen.
It was super unnecessary from the old dude, I'm not gonna lie. Looks like he could have been a former veteran there, so maybe he knows a thing or two about that.
I gotta take off, but brought some help for you.
Miles, nice to see you. Grab an apron, wash your hands, and I'll show you around.
So anyways, Northampton, yeah, allegedly there were a lot of guys who preyed on some young girls, essentially. One of the allegations was a girl who was preyed on when she was 12. She reported it to the police when she was 15. The police said regret doesn't equal rape, allegedly. And yeah, it's just a pretty grim situation. That video is coming out tomorrow, so that's all pre-recorded. It's going to be uploaded tomorrow. Well, it's uploaded. It's coming out. It's going to be released tomorrow. Semantics. Yeah, some government corruption here, and we've got 2 instances of it. So the first video I've done is Michelle, I call him Mikhail Gove. Maybe that's a bit too much red baiting, especially because they've got links with Russia. So Michael Gove and Dominic Cummings have been giving money to their mate who runs some sort of firm, which it's an opinion firm. Basically, they ask people questions about their opinions on things, and you know, he's given about, I think, 250k, and he tried to say some of it was COVID related, but it wasn't. And these were no bid contracts. So what no bid contract is means is why are there red dots up here for? It means that no one bid. There were no bids on them, and therefore you can't get a competitive price. It's like on eBay. Well, it's like if you were trying to sell something and you allowed no bidders. So basically, you would pay. You wouldn't get the best deal for your money.
I'm heading to the Bowery to make sure Michaels gets to his new safe house. You know, safely.
I wouldn't do that. Silver Sable made it clear you are not welcome.
Yeah, well, what you gonna do? Shoot me?
Honestly, 50-50 chance.
100% chance.
Fine. I'll be in the neighborhood.
And so, look, so, yeah, that'll cover that one. Boohoo apparently exploiting people.
Is that the Devil's Breath?
It's called GR27.
Such a cool name, Devil's Breath.
Just be careful. The wrong hands. Don't worry, we're the best in the world.
You're not the best. If you wanted the best, you would have called in Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is the guy you wanted. Doctor Doom. If you called in Doctor Doom to deal with this, yeah, trust me, yeah, Mr. Negative got no chance when it comes to Doctor Doom, bruv. Doctor Doom is that guy. Latveria, fam. Their man no. Real savages in Latveria. Don't mess with them, man.
What the hell is that?
And that explains why he needed Tombstone to build that monstrosity.
Hostile. Secure the package.
It's pronounced package. Yeah, best around. You got murked by a bunch of guys in like. You got murked by guys with a bunch of MGs. Yo, it's a big unit, fam. That's me when I roll through. It's me at the gym, fam. Doing pull-ups on the bar, innit? Anyways, so Boohoo basically have been accused of. I think it's them. They've been accused directly, potentially. Don't get libeled here, or accused of libel. So some of their clothes have apparently been made in a place in Leicester which pays people below minimum wage, and Boohoo have been basically taken to Parliament to select committee hearings over this. Just gonna shut the door. Taken to select committee hearings over this, and they've been dropped by several companies like ASOS, Next.
Yeah, sure you do.
ASOS, Next, and some other places. The irony is, ASOS warehouse has been accused of being COVID hotbeds because of there's no social distancing or PPE. So it's a bit ironic for them to.
Martin Lee. I think he's got Dr. Michaels and the Devil's Breath.
Copy that. More units coming your way.
He took Michaels alive, so that's good.
Probably so we can force him to make more Devil's Breath.
I have to stop that truck. Tank, Whatever.
I think that's a truck. Shoot. Falling behind. What's up, guy? Yippee-ki-yay! Get off my car.
Whoa, there's a biological weapon in there.
Get off my car.
All units, open fire. Whoa, why is everyone shooting rockets all of a sudden?
Spider-Man, get clear. You are interfering in this operation.
Sorry, but I'm not on board with Operation Missiles in Manhattan.
What the? That's the one I wanted. Get off my car. Who else wants a piece? That's what I thought. No one. And so, Boohoo, this is a story I'm going to have to look at a bit more closely. It's been rumbling on for a couple of weeks.
Before I go after Lee.
See you, pal.
Hey, stop shooting!
Well, that's a bit contradictory. One person saying keep shooting and another person saying stop it. Oh, it's the whips guy. I hate dealing with these. So annoying.
Make this quick. I got a date with your boss.
Let's see what's going on.
Open fire.
Sable, you're gonna kill someone!
Target locked. Reacquire.
Who else wants a piece, fam?
He is coming, and he will destroy all sinners.
Sorry!
Oh, I love those. They do so well in the movies, those little scenes. Anyways. Oops, almost missed that one. Glass isn't very strong if Pete can break it like that. And obviously Martin. The door is coming off. I mean, it's not very strong, is it? Oh my god. No, come on. Anyways, so Boohoo being accused of exploitation. That's one I'm going to cover.
Have you apprehended Lee?
The amount of core strength you would need to do this is insane. The itsy bitsy spider went down the truck.
What are you doing to me?
Giving you a new perspective.
Giving you a new perspective. Me. Sounds like Carl Koninsky's Ted Cruz impression. I missed that, you know. I missed his impression of Ted Cruz. I'm Ted Cruz. Me.
I must be honest. I was hoping to bring you here. My abilities lend me a certain.
That's my persona, fam. Mr. Negative. Except he looks better than me and he's skinny.
I've been watching you. I was waiting for you at City Hall. You never came. Where were you?
Is this real? Or in my mind?
It was a shame. So many had to die.
I'm just out here doing flips on these men. So anyways, Boohoo exploitation, so they're in trouble. The Russia report thing and you know, the whole situation. If there's Russian bots and Russian money flowing into, so we'll deal with the bots first. This is something that happened, you know, in America in the 2016 election. Look, man, if you're swayed by a bot account who's spreading fake news, then I question you as a human being. I think, you know, if it's the case, you know, I know there's a lot of undecideds. And a lot of people who are just like, well, on the fence about Brexit and stuff like that. But like, if your opinion was swayed by like false information and bots, then I don't have a lot of respect for you. And you know, I don't care much, honestly. So there's that. And obviously, the Russian money is a bit more of a scary thing because that does impact real life decisions. As we've seen with Robert Jenrick or Jenwick. I can't remember how you pronounce his name, but
And Norman wanted to use him. A futile gesture.
Robert Jenrick with the housing decision, which looked dodgy as hell, to put it nicely. And so, you know, I just found it funny that he tried to put Chris Grayling in, and he failed. You know,
Norman is a hidden cancer on this city.
he tried to parachute Chris Grayling in, and he couldn't do it because because of his own incompetence. Because they gave, I think it's like his name is Dr. Lewis or something like that. He was on the committee. It was 5 conservatives to 4 non-conservatives, and because that guy obviously wanted to be the chair of the committee, he voted for himself, and so that puts it 5-4 against Grayling, which was so funny.
Norman hides behind his mask of lies. I will break it apart and drag him into the light. Put on the mask. Become one of us.
Imagine Peter's one of these guys.
One way or the other, you will join me.
I wonder how long Mr. Negative's been holding Pete's hand for. Got any one of these?
All the souls you've lost, the innocent victims you couldn't save.
Martin, their blood is on your hands.
You can stop Osborn.
It's like the meme of the guy who shoots the other guy and then he looks at the camera like, he's like, look at all these people Spider-Man couldn't save, as Martin pulls a gun at him. Oh crap. So anyways, so that will deal with that one. The rush to money is something I do worry about because politicians are cheap. There's not much cheaper than them when you're rich, trust me, and you can buy them and you can get lots of things. You get things like tax breaks, cuts in regulation. We see that with Robert Jenrick as well. I don't want to accuse him of corruption, but it looks very corrupt. That's all I'm saying. You want to avoid just the appearance of corruption, let alone the actual reality of it. And so I'll leave it there.
This isn't real.
Show me your true strength.
So where's that one? So the UK neck kneeling. There's been a police officer in the UK who's been accused of kneeling on someone's neck. I've seen the picture. It could be his head or his neck. I'm not sure. You don't want this heat, fam, Martin Lee. You're not a Zod, I'm afraid.
And expose you. The shadows are sworn to me.
How long have we been going for?
Give them strength.
Okay, we've been going for almost an hour and I'm only halfway through.
What? I won't abandon you in the darkness, Martin.
I will break you and leave you brain dead. You can't.
You can come back to the light.
I will find. No.
Lol. Martin, you ain't nobody's fault, man. So, yeah, UK neck kneeling. I think the police has been suspended. So it's just a very stupid thing to do because he's like, oh, I had to restrain him. But then, minutes later, he gives, he's more bothered about what the people around him are saying. So he leaves his friend, his colleague alone to deal with this guy who's apparently very dangerous. It doesn't make sense. And if you're genuinely scared of someone, bruv, you had the guy down. You could tie up his feet and tie up his hands. You could have handcuffed him, but you chose not to. Absolute morons. And so this police officer, I think he's been suspended, or he's apologised at least. I think works for the Met Police, and the Met Police are the ones in the UK who are probably the most aggressive, to put it gently. I've put something here, something Gove, and I can't remember what it was, so we'll have to leave that one. So apparently there was an email to one of the managers who something to do with the cladding. I can't fully remember the story. I'd have to look over it. Hey, look, it's Sable.
You're a popular guy.
In fairness, I don't know why she wasn't the one guarding the doctor.
Where's the serum?
I'm gone.
So-called superhero. You think you save people, but you just make it worse.
I mean, your boys were getting murked.
Your fault.
My fault. He was under your protection. You really need 2 of those?
Stop! We need to brief Mr. Osborn now.
Lucky shot.
I'll go with her. Thank you. I'll remember this.
Lucky shot for next time. You're finished. So, yeah. Oh, I've missed two. So journalist blames the EU for red tape. So this guy is saying after no deal Brexit, all of these UK companies will be hampered by EU red tape and EU tariffs, and it's the EU's fault. I'm just like, no, no, mate, no, no, that's not how it works. He's an eye journalist. That's what makes it worse. So-called lefty, so-called journalist.
And one of my patrol guys just found a matching plate. Black sedan in a parking lot near Canal and Hudson.
You're a good cop, Yuri. I'm on my way.
Let's see if we can upgrade some gadgets. No, that's 4. Okay. This probably need challenge tokens, yeah. Challenge tokens. Yep. Challenge tokens. And who would have thought more challenge tokens? So anyways, we'll keep this going. This will be a bit longer, mainly because of the covering, you know, what happened to Michael Brooks and talking about him.
Is this working?
Dr. Michaels? How are you calling?
Borrowed one of Sable's radios. Listen, transit hubs are the most likely release points for Devil's Breath. Airports, bus terminals, train stations. It'll spread like wildfire from there.
Why the hell is Oscorp developing a bioweapon in the city? Shouldn't this be in an Arctic bunker?
Devil's Breath is personal for Norman. It's been his obsession for decades. The project breaks every state and federal regulation on the books, but he doesn't care.
If the city finds out, he can kiss re-election goodbye.
Never mind re-election. He'd be tried in The Hague for war crimes.
Why are you telling me all this? Aren't you just as culpable as Norman?
Yes. Completely. But Lee's actions have been a wake-up call. We've ignored the project's risk for too long. I trust you, Spider-Man. You're the only one trying to do the right thing. Please, protect the city from our mistakes.
Interesting. Anyways, so yeah, so this so-called journalist is a massive, monumental moron, and when I cover this article, he's going to get savaged very recklessly by yours truly. And so, enough said.
Damn, Devil's Breath is gone. I should call MJ and Warner.
This is Mary Jane Watson. Please leave a detailed message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
What are you up to now, MJ?
Bad, believe me, not good. Very bad, not good, very bad for you, as Trump would say. And so, yeah, so this so-called journalist is a moron. Enough said, I'll cover that in the proper video. The chief nurse was dropped by Boris Johnson from the daily press briefings, the former daily press briefings, because she refused to back, what's his face, man? Dominic Cummings. So, you know, it's very Trumpian there. And something I'll cover at the time. They said she was stuck in traffic, but they lied.
Actually, scratch that. He'd probably just tell me to go home and chain myself to my laptop. I'll just check things out quick and let him know what I find.
It's like somewhere around here.
Cool.
Somewhere around here, I know. Where was it? What is this? Grand Central. This is really nice. Is it like here? What's this? Surprised Sony didn't throw some of their own products in here. Experience Sony's new 4K TV. So anyways, yeah, so she was dropped, and essentially it's very Trumpian. So similar to how Trump's treated Dr. Fauci, I guess, in some ways, where you get someone who wouldn't toe the line, and what happens? They get dropped from press briefings. So there's that. Oh yeah, it's like one of these things. I remember now. Yo, he's got invisibility. This is it. This is the thing I'm looking for.
Nice.
Look at that suit, man. It's still fresh.
This will be easier for everyone if you remain calm and do as I say.
Police! Over here! No!
Oh, it's jokes. The guy just puts his hand up, police officer looks one way, gets whacked. Okay, so anyways, journalist blames you stupid, chief nurse, the Grenfell cladding thing. So what happened was, someone got an email asking about the cladding, a manager, asking if the cladding was safe. They didn't get a reply. If it was flame resistant, that was a specific question, and you can see why they didn't reply, because if they had replied, they would either have to lie or tell the truth that this thing's hella flammable. So there's that. Robert Jenrick, we just mentioned him a minute ago, but he's incredibly dodgy what he did. Let's put it this way, that this other dude was at the Conservative fundraiser, sat next to him, had a conversation about this, sent him text messages about wanting to avoid the £50 million tax or something like that, saying that he didn't want to give it to the Marxist Tower Hamlets council. Just very dodgy. And then I think Robert Jenrick saying, I want to speed it because, if the 50 million tax was, levied, then the whole thing would be, it wouldn't be viable. But, if 50 million's all it took for a £1 billion project to become not viable, then it's not a very good project, is it? If it's a minor cost. So it's just ridiculous. And that he's blatantly lying, trying to cover himself, especially when, how is no one hearing this?
Going as fast as I can. What are you doing at GCT?
I'll explain later. Listen, Lee's going to release the Devil's Breath.
You gotta get out of there.
He's not going to do it until Norman Osborn gets here.
Wait, this must have been Lee's plan all along.
Martin's plan.
Responsible by forcing him to release the Devil's Breath himself.
Sort of makes sense in a twisted, psychotic way.
Anyways, I've got to shoot in a minute, so we'll end with our of the last, I guess, two things. Jess Phillips and fake news. So I saw, I think she tweeted out where she basically, someone made like a fake Guardian op-ed thing.
Looks like he's got some drones patrolling. Guess he's prepared for you.
They put some fake Guardian op-ed where basically, I think it said something like how Jess Phillips believes that Shamina Begum is something should be a great Labour MP one day or something like that, and it's a fake headline and something that could get her killed essentially. It wasn't many years ago that a Labour MP was called a traitor and murdered, Joe Cox, and so
On my way.
and so yeah, what this person's done is incredibly dangerous, and what she can't find out who actually tweeted it, but any famous people who retweeted it or added anything to it, she could get them done for libel essentially. And so, it's incredibly stupid. And I think I'm going to sign off, but I think, given what's happened to Michael Brooks, and how, it's just sad, to be honest. And maybe I'll do a video on some of my favourite YouTubers, why they're my favourites. And, it kind of reminds me of a Drake song where he goes, you can thank me now. Thank me later. Yeah, I know what I said, but later never comes. So instead, you can thank me now, and I suppose maybe we should do that with some of our favorite characters, and we shouldn't shower people with unadulterated praise for no reason. Oh, great dodge there! Hit him with the knee in the middle, gun to his head.
Let's all just relax. Listen, I'm a reporter. I have a direct line to Mayor Osborn. I can help make sure he arrives on time.
How?
First, let him go.
So yeah, maybe that's something I'll do a project in a few days. So I still got to do the cancel culture, the police brutality, and the politicians and conclusions video. So I've still got a busy week ahead, and I've got to edit a podcast, which is something I was meant to do today. But I decided to do a live stream instead because these are a lot more fun, and it's a lot more enjoyable playing Spider-Man instead of listening to me ramble on about stuff. And I suppose it's always interesting because obviously I have a guest on, and I'll. She was a great guest. Much respect. Some things we disagreed on, but that's normal. And look, I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully you made it through. And if you haven't watched the live stream live, then you can watch it back. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. So that's me signing off. once the thing... Is my mouse falling asleep? What's going on here?